Page 62, La Jolla Sunset. Yeah, it looks kind of ugly, so let's take a look at it and see if it really is or not. Look it over, it's 1 page long, treble and bass clef. 1 sharp in the key signature, so we're either in the key of G major or E minor. Look at the end. Here. It's kind of funny because we got extra notes added, but it's really a G major chord. Sort of. Anyway, it's in G major. Make sure you're doing the scales for G major and E minor though. And common timer 4/4 time, and we got eighth notes all over everywhere, and we got all these ugly looking chords we got to deal with. So right hand first, let's see what's going on here. At the beginning, you're here, and it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. The third measure, the notes are here, but it has an 8 VA, so you got to come up here. It's the same notes, you're just up here. The 8 VA goes away for measure 5, and then we start this mess. Well, look at it. Spell out the chord. It's an A, a B, and a D. These. And the next one is the same one. A and a B and a D. Same notes. They could have been given you the same notes in the music, put an 8 VA above it, or they do it this way. Their choice. Same thing. You got here and then same here. Try and get them down at the same time if you can. And then in measure 6, that is a G, an A, and a C. We just came down one here. And then the same notes up here. And then the next one, go back. And then measure 8. Well, it's an E, an F sharp. It's in the key signature. A. So that whole line, we've used this chord and this chord and this chord. Alright. And then measure 9, you're back to here again. And then measure 11. It's a B, an E, and an F sharp. And the same thing up here. And then come down. 1. Like so. Now the rhythm, back to measure 5. It's 1 and 2 and. You see you have a dotted quarter rest. It's 1.5 counts. The quarter note, a quarter rest gets 1 beat. The dot gets a half a beat, so this comes on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that rhythm's throughout. Left hand, way down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Well, this is exciting. Let's go to measure 5. Just come up a little bit. Now you can play the first line 5 and 2 if you want, because in the second line you need to be here. So if you want to just start here, that's okay. Or you can do it 5 and 1. I don't care. It's your choice or your teacher's choice, whichever. But measure 5, it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's fun. Then measure H, come up here. Same rhythm, and back down. Then measure 11, it's a B. It's like we're playing the chord, just, oh, it's a broken chord. And then measure 12, it's a D, a G, and a C. I would like to play that with a 3 here, but we get the same chord in the next line, next to the last measure, same chord, and it's followed up with an F sharp here. And I need this third finger for the F sharp, so I'm going to use second finger on the G. Yeah, so I have third finger for that, and then down. So we put the hands together. Well, the first line is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You got half a beat to get up here. And then as the left hand's playing measure 5, you move in the right hand. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This is where the people usually say, oh, I get how it goes. I really wish that. I would prefer you read the music and work it out and discover oh, I see how it goes from you doing it, not listening to somebody else do it. Anyway, that's the rhythm for the second and most of the third line. It's just 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then on measure 12 it's here 1 and 2 and 3. When I play the half note A, the left hand comes up 1. And the left hand's got to get down here anyway. Now in measure 14 you can use fifth finger if you want. Since you're using, you can do that. There's no reason not to. I don't know why they want to use fourth finger. It's my mind. I'd use fifth. Because that's what I've been doing all along. And then here. Here, yeah. The last measure. 1 and 2 and. And you end up with that. So you work out the notes and the rhythms carefully and then go back over it carefully and slowly. Work out the hesitations so it's a steady beat throughout. And then we think about the articulation, which here it's connected. Just connect it. You have to lift up for the rest. Otherwise, just connect it. Dynamics, MF. Mezzo forte, and it's sort of both hands in this piece. It's both hands together. They're working together to make this work. Whatever you think sort of loud is, and then third measure, you're going to echo that sort of soft. And then measure 5, sort of loud again. Measure 9, echo that. Now you sort of saw it. Demi-rit for measure 12. Diminuendo and retard. You're going to go down to your sort of soft, the half note soft here. And slow down. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then measure 13. Tempo means go back to the speed you were going before you slowed down. And crescendo, you're starting soft here. And you're going to go all the way up to an MF in the next to the last measure. So you're going to go from soft to MF. Well, here you can just do it like a measure at a time. Soft, medium loud. That's soft, medium soft, medium loud. And then demi-rit again. So diminuendo and retardando. You're going to, when they put these things in, the dynamics and the rits and the dims and all that stuff, even hairpins, they don't always put it in exactly where it goes. You have to look at the music and what makes sense. So on the next to the last measure, I'm starting at moderately loud here. I've crescendoed up to it. But I'm going to immediately start slowing down. And I'm going to immediately start getting softer. Yeah, I'm each one of those is a little softer and a little slower. Here at the end. They could have put that demi-rit over. Now, the MF is kind of in the way, but that's how they did it. Because a lot of people would say, well, the dim doesn't start till the half note, so we're not going to start getting slower or softer until the half note. That means the half note's still moderately loud. And then soft. That's not much room. Same with the rit. You're going to start slowing down there. No, you need more time. So start doing it immediately. At the beginning of the measure, you're starting moderately loud. And then immediately start getting softer and getting slower. Here, yeah, immediately. Speed, andante con rubato. Well, there's that rubato thing again that I can't do. Andante is a nice leisure pace. These eighth notes will keep it nice and leisure. Don't rush them. As far as the rubato goes, I'll leave that up to you. If you feel it getting a little quicker and slower in places, fine. but try and keep a solid beat. Sometimes you speed up from it and sometimes you slow down from it, but overall the beat remains the same. It's hard to explain. Listen to jazz players or singers. When they're performing, they use rubato all the time. They seldom play things exactly where they go. It's either before or after the beat or whatever. Yeah. So the speed is... To me, that's about right. Just nice and leisurely. It's a sunset. It's the end of the day. Now they've added pedal. It sounds fine without pedal, but they've added it. They want the effect. Here is the effect of it. We're going to kind of smear everything together. It's going to be overlapping pedal, or like pedaling. The notes go down first and then the pedal. And I'm going to change the pedal after I play the notes. Like so, throughout, except for measure 12, of course, here. And pedal the eighth. After you play the half note 8, put it down against. We want to color it. We want the overtones on the A. Here. And then change it, go on. And that's the pedal. The end, the pedal, and everything comes up together. Please don't copy me. You get into the music, feel the music. Remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Here it's in measure 5, it's here and here. You're playing a little quicker. Just you feel those in there. I'm exaggerating them so you can hear them better, but you just want to feel them. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the pedaling because you can hear the notes better without it, and this is all we're doing is checking notes and rhythms. We're not performing it. I'm not doing the louds and softs. We're just, and I can't slow down. We're just checking notes and rhythms. Did I mention that? Oh. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1 3 and 4 and